All right, I wanted to take a minute to go over the DGP help notes as a video recording for you all so that you're able to have it if you're working at home, especially for the Blue Jays at home during this time, but also if you just need it and you're not at home, or I'm sorry, you're not at school and you're working from home. So the first thing I would do, like I've always told you, open up your DGP help notes. I'm going to open in a new tab by going to these three dots and open a new window. It's fine if you keep it in classwork and work directly from there. I just like having it as two separate windows so that it moves a little bit smoother for me. I'm going to take my DGP notes and move them over to the left side, just because where I like to have them. I'm going to take my where I have my DGP itself and open it up on the right. Now, this is the Wednesday instructional video. I've already completed Monday and Tuesday, and now we're ready to move on to Wednesday. So I'm going to move my DGP help notes down there as well to Wednesday. Wednesday, as the title here says, is working with clauses and sentence type. So a clause is, each clause must have a subject and a verb. I still have Tuesday pulled up here for you because I want to make sure that you guys see that there is one subject and one verb. Since we have one subject and one verb, that means we have a single clause, okay? And now because of that, we know where to put our brackets at, okay? We know that since there's one subject and one verb, that means there's only one clause in this sentence. So the clause now starts at the beginning and the end of our sentence. So we'll double click on the words at the beginning and the end and put our brackets at the start and at the end of the clause. Now that won't always be the case in every sentence. We will have more than one clause as we move forward. We'll discuss those in class. Again, this is just kind of an introduction of how to work the DGP itself, okay? So once you have your brackets on, now you have to go through and find out what type of clause you have. Okay, the first thing that I would do, since the clause box is over to the left for multiple clauses, just in case we do have multiple clauses, I would copy. So I'm going to right click, copy that window. I'm going to put it in the middle of my clause or somewhere near the middle, and then I'm going to paste it. Okay. Now I'm able to pick my clause as I'm supposed to. You have a choice between independent clause, matches up here, a dependent clause, which is an adverb dependent clause, an adjective dependent clause. Later on, we'll get to a noun dependent clause. Right now, we don't have to worry about that one just yet, okay? So then I'll pick my appropriate clause. I'm not going to give you the answer to this one because it is the first week's one, but there is a good hint that every sentence must have at least one independent clause, okay? For it to be a complete sentence, you have to have a subject, you have to have a verb, okay? Now, at the end of the sentence, you already have a long listing, I should say a longer listing of your sentence types and your sentence purpose. So if we scroll down on our text here in our DGP help notes, you see the different sentence types, which is simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex. And afterwards, it gives you a description of which one it should be, depending on how many clauses and what type of clauses you have. So you should just really need to look back here at your clause box to then find the type of sentence you have. Now, the sentence purpose is also described for you here, okay? If the sentence is going to end in a period, it's going to be a declarative sentence. If the sentence asks a question, it's going to be an interrogative or interrogative question. An imperative sentence gives a comma and ends in a period. So it will have, gives a command and ends in a period. So it's going to tell someone to do something directly. Like, everyone listen to the teacher. That's a command. This is more of a recommendation, just as a heads up, okay? Once you've picked that combination, then you're done with Wednesday, okay? If you have further questions, please make sure to email me or ask me in class. Thank you very much.